be a part of this and have the chance to bring this exhibit to Chicago. Sentenced is a part of ADPSR's campaign to educate those in the architectural world and in the general public about the routine violations of human rights in American prisons. The group of men here, as we've said, is just a fraction of the estimated 80,000 people that are in solitary in the U.S. They represent an aberration. They not only heard the call for submissions by ADPSR, but they had the materials and the desire and the will to respond. Many people in solitary don't have access to news sources or even writing utensils. The work here communicates both the devastation and the degradation that these spaces inflict upon the inhabitants, as well as the resilience of these people despite the abhorrent conditions. To me, this exhibit brings the message home with these men's stories here and the architectural drawings and photographs of the construction of this execution chamber. The business of architecture helps create these spaces that support such mistreatment of other human beings. And as a profession, we need to recognize this. International human rights treaties explicitly prohibit torture and execution. The United Nations and human rights organizations consider the death penalty a violation of human rights. Some 20 states here have banned solitary confinement for juveniles, including Illinois just this week. The UN's torture expert has stated that solitary should be abolished. Pharmacists, physicians, and anesthesiologists all have national professional organizations with ethical codes that discourage their members from partaking in executions. The American Pharmacists Association only recently, I think last month, officially declared that they discourage pharmacists' participation in executions on the basis that such activities are fundamentally contrary to the role of pharmacists as providers of health care. There's a lot of research documenting how the right kinds of design reduce violence in prisons and even reduce recidivism. Architects can help ensure that prisons don't succumb to our worst instincts, that they are not about spending the least amount of money to create the most horrendous places possible in the name of vengeance, but promote rehabilitation and peace. Architects enter their profession because it's a calling. We believe we can make the world a better place. We believe we can enhance the lives of people on a daily basis where they live, work, and play. We dream about beautiful space. As Michael Kimmelman in the New York Times states, is it really too much to ask that the organization representing the architects take a stand against projects whose sole purpose is to do the reverse? That's why ADPSR has approached the American Institute of Architects to try to change their ethics code to address this. So far, the American Institute of Architects has turned them down. So we're continuing that struggle. If you're an architect or a designer or a planner and this strikes a chord with you, consider joining us, or at least speak out with your professional organization. Thank you.
Yeah.